back. I hope you guys like these history lessons that we're doing. Alright, let's fortify these guys. No. Oh, we can upgrade them. Okay, city garrison. Oh, no. Ooh. Is that a gay rainbow colored stone? Oh, yes, they are. They're gemstones! Yay! Ugh. Alright. See, I'm not really that much of a militaristic guy. I like building a bunch of fucking buildings to improve my city, because I care about the people. And so we'll just put an obelisk and remind the people that they have to praise me as a god. And I'm losing gold. So let's just decrease it down to 90%. You know, science. What the hell are you guys doing on my road? Alright, go ahead. At least it'll save us money. Oh, god damn it. Barbarians at my door. No, don't do that. Stop them. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my god. Send out the archers.
All present and accounted for.
I hope you guys can kick his ass. Yeah. Alright, go back to your little tiny city. Hey, what are you doing? Why did you stop? Start building that cottage. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I hired slaves. Workers. Let's build a farm. No, a cottage. I don't know what the shit that does, but you know, I don't care. I'm like Bush. I just want the money. Old man's babbling again and whatnot. City garrison, increase city defense. Because you archers just go on camp.
Awaiting your orders.
Shoot your arrows at the barbarians and whatnot. Big fat pussies. What the hell is that sound? Oh, that's right, it's the elephants. God damn it.
At your service.
God, it sounds like a fucking false dud whoopee cushion. Look, how about we don't? I'm not gonna let you in my land. That was Rome. I don't want to let all the civilization go into my nations. Who knows what the hell they'll do to it. Oh, look at this vast land. Oh, the beautiful land here. Oh, I've never seen this before. Oh my god, it's gold! Oh my god, I'm rich. Yeah, go ahead, do something. Wow, I already approached the classical era, huh?
In 6000 BC, a humble dumbass named Cricky, who was from ancient Britain, said, "We are tired of your greedy taxes and crappy tea. We shall build our own civilization and dominate the fucking world." So he left with his fellow rebels to find new, unexplored lands of riches and wealth. 2 years later, the settlers found a suitable land and named it Washington. They learned how to hunt, thus increasing their food stores, for they got sick of eating fucking fruits. They learned how to mine to search for rocks, for building monuments and wonders, gold to trade with each other and mold golden dildos, and archery because they love to have pointy things. In 3363 BC, they finally got their lazy asses up to be workers. They originally planned to build a road leading to their new built farms, but then they realized they were dumbasses for they didn't know how to pave roads. so they lived without roads and got easily lost, until, in 2820 BC, they discovered the wheel with a badass pun that said, "Put your shoulder to the wheel," quoted by Aesop. They finally constructed roads leading to the farms of Washington. Then, in 2384 BC, McCricky said, "I am bored. Let us train the scouts so that they can explore more shitty resources and encounter new nations. Then we can annoy the shit out of them." The scouting group was aptly named Scouts. In the year 2763 BC, the Crickarians discovered rice, but McCricky was disappointed and said, "I thought they were crack." Then, in 2723 BC, the Scouts had discovered a bonus tribe named Santa Cruz and offered an extra scout for rice. But 2 years later, the Santa Cruz tribe discovered the real purpose of rice and sent out the Barbarian Panthers, as they thought rice was crack. Luckily, the Scouts had survived. 6 years later, another village was found and offered the Scouts 52 gold as a gift, as they didn't understand how valuable gold was. Later in the year, the people grew tired of drinking water out of the palm of their dirty-ass hands as they had developed stubby fingers. But in 2503 BC, they discovered the art of pottery. 4 years later, another panther had attacked. Then, in 2409 BC, the Scouts obtained a map from another fucking bonus tribe. The map led to the location of where the elephants roam. McCricky thus said, "Elephants shall stomp and destroy our enemies like they were grapes." The population in Washington had grown too large by the year 2401 BC. They had decided to force their workers to build a cottage. In 2363 BC, the workers started to build a road to the land of the elephants. In the same year, the city of Washington encountered a foreign scout who contacted McCricky. McCricky met the king of the Arabian Empire named Saladin. Saladin asked him to be either an ally or an enemy to them. McCricky had no choice and said, "I can't afford a fucking war, so let there be no war." In 2260 BC, Alexander the Great, who ruled the Greek Empire, had also stumbled upon the land of Washington. He asked the same fucking thing, war or no fucking war? And McCricky answered, "No war." Later in the year, the Scouts of Washington had been raped and eaten by barbaric lions. The workers, however, had been spared by the other group of the ferocious lions. They continued to construct and pave the roads to the elephants. Rome, who was jealous of the Greek Empire, spotted the land and asked the same fucking question. "War, bitch, or no war?" McCricky got fucking tired of the shitty repetitive questions and replied, "We don't want your salads, you suck at making salads." Caesar was like, "What the fuck?" Many years later, Washington discovered bronze working. After that, Cyrus of the Persian Empire paid a visit to Washington and asked, "Oh, hello, wanna be friends?" McCricky calmly replied, "Fuck yes." In 1864 BC, they discovered animal husbandry, which then later led to bestiality. Then, a few hundred years later, they finally finished the road to the elephants. The settlers of Washington set out and followed the golden road to the wonderful Wizard of Oz. I mean elephants. Then, in 1402 BC, the people of Washington learned how to write. People then tried to draw up horn, but it just looked like stick figures with a figure 8 under their arms. A year later, the settlers arrived at the land of elephants. They settled and pondered what to call the land. One man said, "New York sounds awesome," but a man in white robe said, "Fuck that, let us call it Cricket, home of the elephants." But a man in red said, "Dat be too long, noob, let's call it Elephantina." The crowd of settlers applauded him like he was Chuck Norris. They farmed the elephants and then sent some of the collected sweet, warm ivories to Washington. They soon got bored and threw them away. In the year 1385 BC, the people of Elephantina asked, "Can we practice Hinduism?" McCricky promptly replied, "Fuck no, I don't even know what the hell that is." The people of Elephantina disobeyed and adopted Hinduism. Caesar of Rome strolled by Elephantina in 1359 and said, "Hey, noob!" McCricky screamed, "What?" Caesar had a weebo face on and demanded, "Let us be able to walk in each other's lands." McCricky replied, "Fine." In 1325 BC, Elephantina spread the religion of Hinduism to Washington. The city of Washington had adopted and started to blabber about Hinduism. McCricky found out about this at a trip to the grocery store and had only one word to say, "Fuck." Enraged, McCricky discovered mysticism and pondered and wondered, is there a god? The strangest happened in 1208 BC. The other group of scouts discovered weird lands of rocks called gems, but McCricky named them gay rainbow colored rocks. A year later, Elephantina trained archers, as did Washington. Ever since, the average IQ of Crickarica increased by 1. In the year 1204 BC, the people of Elephantina constructed an obelisk so as to worship more of the confusing religion Hinduism. In the year 1204 BC, the people of Elephantina constructed an obelisk so as to worship more of the confusing religion Hinduism. In 1201 BC, McCricky noticed he was losing gold in his bank and ordered, "Decrease funding for science now." Bill Nye the Science Guy pleaded, "But science is fun." McCricky replied to this scientist, "Now." Barbarian soldiers were spotted near Elephantina and ventured into the borders of the fair stinky village in 1180 BC. The warriors of Elephantina shouted at them and said, "Don't fucking touch our elephants." The warriors charged bravely at the barbarians, but lost because they were heavily inebriated. Quickly, the archers left their village of Elephantina and saved themselves, while slaughtering the last of the barbarian warriors before they could rape, plunder, and disconnect the road to the elephants. The archers headed back to Elephantina and celebrated their victory by getting drunk, having sex, and getting herpes. In 1040 BC, Washington had built another group of workers, as the workers in Elephantina were too lazy and too drunk to train new workers. They started to construct another cottage near Washington. In 903 BC, Saladin paid a visit to McCricky and asked, "Let us have open borders for each other." McCricky said awkwardly, "Oh, look at the time. I have to go find a cure for the common flu." In 828 BC, McCricky had discovered something shocking and exciting, the resource of gold. In 1825 BC, McCricky found out that they were a more advanced race than they were in the past 2,000 years. He called this new age the Classical Era. He then hired a man named Sergeant Irondong to narrate and make a new chart of the history so far. I am that man. The end. Wow, I'm getting 3 copper coins a week for this shit?